This weekend, prepare for more protests against Elon Musk. According to new reports, organizers are planning hundreds of protests at Tesla showrooms across the country as well as internationally. So these Tesla protests are going global. Organizers have dubbed it the Tesla Takedown's Global Day of Actions and will happen on Saturday, March 29th. So now, this is the latest and largest in a series of demonstrations that began shortly after Trump was inaugurated, with the help, of course, of Elon Musk, who gave over $277 million to Donald Trump's re-election campaign. Organizers say that the rallies will take place in front of more than 200 Tesla locations worldwide, including nearly 50 in California alone. Awesome. What is the goal, though, of these protests? To send a message to the Trump administration that they're against what Elon Musk is doing, laying off thousands of people, cutting department budgets like to the bone, giving Nazi salutes, and getting rid of entire agencies. Nobody voted for this, and nobody voted for Elon, said Vicky Mueller-Olvera, who has been organizing Tesla takedown protests in the San Francisco Bay Area. He's an unelected super billionaire and a thug. Let me just add, aspiring super villain to that description. Okay, I like to call him Phony Stark. Okay, he could have paid to eliminate hunger. Instead, he bought Twitter and brought back the neo-Nazis on the platform and made it just even worse of a hellhole than it was before. It was never great, but X is just a disaster. It's terrible. Okay. But, that's what he did. That's what he spent his money on instead of solving world hunger. Great. Awesome. Now, Olvera said that the demonstrators are asking people to do 3 things on Saturday. 1, don't buy a Tesla. Well, I'm way ahead of you there. Okay. Not that I could afford to anyway. Sell off Tesla stock. I don't own any stocks, but if I did, definitely wouldn't be in Tesla. And join the Tesla takedown protest movement. Now, that is something you could do. Normally, I would say that it's difficult to gauge whether or not a boycotts are all that effective. Okay. But in this case, the Tesla takedown seems pretty effective. Since Trump's inauguration, Tesla stock has plummeted more than 35%. Sales have nosedived, and the resale value for used Tesla appears to have hit an all-time low. Musk's own net worth has fallen by 25% since then, or about $100 billion. Remember how rich this guy is. So losing $100 billion, unfathomable. But Musk, he's still the richest man in the world. That said, he is losing money, and he is over-leveraged. And that's the other thing. A lot of his net worth is tied into Tesla stock. So this guy is extremely over-leveraged. If he loses stock value in Tesla, that's going to be disastrous for him. Okay? Now, foreign markets, by the way, have hit Musk really, really hard. In fact, 94% of Germans say that they will not buy a Tesla. So, oops. And that, by the way, is part of Musk trying to buy their elections. But let's be pretty clear, too. It's also because Tesla is a crappy company. I mean, their Cybertruck, what I like to call the Wank Panzer, is a complete mess. They do not do the self-driving. That self-driving technology does not work. And the Wank Panzer literally falls apart because of how cheaply it was made. They're gluing the fenders on. And they're just falling right off. They're falling right off. People are running away from Teslas, and it's not because they're randomly catching on fire, which they do, by the way. There's a lot of other good reasons that people are running away from Tesla. And no amount of shilling on the White House lawn alongside Donald Trump, who's like amazed by a computer, is going to save this company from the backlash. People do not want to buy crappy swastikars. I mean, the EV market has gotten pretty large. Okay? So there's another reason. Other car makers just do it better. And they don't come with the baggage of being so close to Donald Trump. And they don't have a man baby CEO who allegedly pays people to play video games for him. I'm a video gamer. I love video games, all right? It's one of the things that I do a lot. I would never pay someone to play a video game for me. What's the point? What is the point? Oh, well, the rankings. I gotta be higher in the Path of Exile 2 rankings. So do it yourself. It's not like you have anything else to do. You're a billionaire. You have all the time in the frickin' world. Play your own video games. Moron. Good Lord. I don't know. I don't know if that's one of the things that frustrates me about Elon Musk the most as a gamer. I mean, there's a lot of things. All right, that frustrate me about this guy. But paying somebody to play video games for you? What? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And by the way, he got hilariously roasted by Ubisoft. Not exactly the greatest company. Okay, they've had a lot of issues, but the Ubisoft guy that ran the Assassin's Creed, Shadows account, roasted him. So he was making fun of, Elon Musk was making fun of Hassan Piker for playing the game on stream. And then he's like, oh, Hassan Piker, what a phony, he's getting paid to play a crappy game. and so the Assassin's Creed X account was like, oh, did the person that you play video games for you say that? You come up with that idea? It was great. I love it. So now that said, getting back to the Tesla takedown, Elon Musk is feeling the heat. All right, he's feeling the pressure. Thanks to these protests. Jonathan V. Last, editor for The Bulwark, wrote this. I would go so far as to say the Tesla takedown protests have been one of the most consequential protest movements in the shortest amount of time ever. They helped obliterate 1/3 of Elon Musk's net worth in like 100 days. And when you attack his money stack, you attack his power. Truer words have not been spoken. Look, I live in a small town, okay, which has a college. So in my town where I live, you get this mix of conservative small town folks as well as like college kids. Okay, we got hardware stores next to pot shops. So many pot shops. And you even have, though, a self-described inclusive church, which is welcoming to the LGBTQ plus community, right? And so I was driving down the road, and there were, in front of that church, anti-Elon Musk protests. I love to see it. Look, I wanted to join in, but, I was bringing home dinner, so I really couldn't. But nonetheless, if it's spreading to little towns like mine, and we're in Trump country, okay? Like my county voted for Trump, has a Republican representative. But if it's spreading to places like where I live, that's a big deal. Now, Olvera said she had first heard about a protest happening near her in the Bay Area, and so she checked it out. She went there, they were hanging out, and people started joining in. Just random people started joining in. It grew from there, even including some Tesla owners who were like, I bought this before Elon went crazy, just to let you know. I'm sorry. I'd get rid of it if I could. I see Elon Musk as hijacking our government, and he's just dismantling everything that we hold dear, Olvera said. Everything that people have fought long and hard for, like Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, and our beautiful national parks, it just feels like the rug is getting pulled out from under us. Exactly. And of course, that's the plan. This is all Peter Thiel Project 2025 stuff, ushering us into basically tech bro oligarchy. All right. Now, thankfully, there is a backlash to that, and these protests have been peaceful. In fact, on BlueSky, the Tesla Takedown account has swelled in followers, hitting about 25,000 in a matter of weeks. And there is no gaming of the algorithm on BlueSky in order to get followers like you see on Twitter. This is all organic. These are not paid protesters. These are non-violent protests. In fact, the Tesla Takedown organizers have condemned recent instances of vandalism. In fact, here's what they said. We are a nonviolent grassroots protest movement. We oppose violence and destruction of property. Peaceful protest on public property is not domestic terrorism. That, of course, is in response to the FBI calling the protests against Tesla terrorism. Okay. Now, look, obviously I'm going to be against vandalism, right? And the instances of vandalism. I mean, the way that I see it is, why set Teslas on fire when you could just wait for them to set themselves on fire? Because that's what happens with a lot of these swastikars. Okay. Yeah. It's been known to happen. It's been known to happen. Bit of a fire risk. That said, Saturday, the Tesla Takedown organizers are expecting to see the biggest turnout yet. 213 planned protests from Waterville, Maine to Honolulu, Hawaii. And that number includes 32 international locations in countries such as Australia, Finland, and Germany. So if you are looking to do a little bit of activism this weekend, you can't go wrong with joining the Tesla Takedown. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.